We all have those times in life where it just seems like now is the right time to start something or to begin something. Maybe it's because of circumstances. Maybe it's because of chance of luck. Maybe it's because it's a passion of yours that you have been wanting for quite some time. Well, tonight, and I say tonight because actually it's 3:59 in the morning, so I'd say, well, today I am coming on here to tell you guys that I will be starting a trucking business. And some of you are probably like, what? So, hear me out. If you know me, I'm all about risks and I'm all about doing what's necessary to be able to get to where you want to get. And right now, I feel like one of those times is now. If you know me, I also started years ago racing cars professionally, and I created a racing business known as ZCompany Racing. I bought a Mini Cooper and I raced Spec Mini for 2 to 3 years. I also was able to get other external contracts, as my cat Elsa walks right in front of the frame. I was also to get some external contracts as well through other various manufacturers such as BMW, Porsche, Chevy, and was blessed to be able to really enjoy that part of my life. And in the future, it's something I would like to absolutely get back to. But that's the future. We're here right now and today is currently February 28th, 2024. I've had this in the works now for probably a lot longer than I might have realized because it's something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. However, I haven't taken the necessary steps in doing that. Excuse Elsa. I haven't been taking the necessary steps to do that until just recently. One of the things that I love, and I go back to racing, is driving. That's kind of what got me into racing. Growing up at a young age, my grandpa was a mechanic, and I was always around cars, and I was always around racing, and I was always doing things that involved automotive. And as I got older and I grew up and Fast and Furious came out, the first one, I instantly became obsessed. Hence the reason I've got this Paul Walker tattoo right here. That kind of all led me into getting into driving and into cars. And when I was running my own racing business, one of the things that I did a ton was truck and trailer. My good old Ford F-250 in the front, good old trailer in the back with the race car on top of that. And I spent countless hours traveling all over the country from point A to point B with a truck and trailer. And when I wasn't racing, I was truck and trailer driving over the country. I noticed it was something that I was good at, not necessarily that you have to be, I mean, there are better drivers than others, but I enjoyed it. And I was also able to drive extremely long distances without really needing to stop, aside from grabbing some food and going to the bathroom. So that was something that I really enjoyed. And I also liked the amount of freedom that came with it. You were on the open road. You had the ability to listen to anything that you wanted, whether it was Jim Rome, Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, whatever it was, you could have that in your ear and you could constantly be listening and improving yourself. And I think that was one of the biggest things that I really liked about just getting on the road and driving. So knowing all that and knowing in myself that I've really enjoyed that, now is the time where I have decided to really take that next step. So over the last 2.5 weeks, I have been all in almost every moment of every day, learning consistently, day after day, minute after minute, hour by hour, learning every single thing that there is to possibly know about trucking and logistics. And let me tell you, It's way more of an open pool of knowledge than that of real estate. Section 8 real estate, once you kind of learn it, you know it. There's not much more to learn. Sure, there's experiences, and sure, there's other things that you can always take. But once you kind of know the origin, there's not much more to grow. With trucking, that's not the case. It is a giant pool of knowledge, and you're constantly always learning and adapting. I have been taking time after time just diving into this process of building a trucking business. Why? Because it's a passion. And what I mean is, I know that it's something that I've always wanted to do in my life, right? We all have these things that we want to do. And that is what I preach on this channel and in general is whatever it is that you want to do, you can do. If you want to do it, go do it. Nothing is holding you back. And whatever it is that you say is holding you back, that's an excuse. You can do it if you put your mind to it and you believe in yourself. That is why I say you create your own story. Because if you had a pen and you had a piece of paper and whatever you wrote in that notebook came true, that can be your life. And that's the life that I try to live. So for me, one of those things was racing. I did it. One of those things was media and videography. I did it. I still do it. One of those things was real estate. I did it and I still am doing it. And one of those things in the future is getting my pilot's license and flying and getting a plane and traveling via plane. That's the future. But right now, we're on to this next step, which is trucking. I think out of every step that I've taken in my life, this is the one that feels the most right because I can see a true end. And what I mean is, it's something where I can truly build it from absolutely nothing, take it to wherever the top may be, and sell it. Or maybe I keep it. But I can actually see a true point A to B. With racing, I knew it wasn't going to be a long-term thing starting out, specifically because of the amount of money involved. Did it for 2-3 years, and then I got out, and I used media to supplement that income that I needed for racing. But now, media, real estate, what I've been doing for the last, well, real estate the last year, media the last 7 years, it's time to be able to branch into that next thing, and that next thing is this. So the way that this whole plan is structured and laid out is real estate requires money. Real estate, I have so much knowledge in, at least in regards to Section 8. And it's something that I love, and it's something that I will continue to do. And while I have been talking to other partners as well to continue to grow our real estate portfolio and buy properties, in the current time, what does it take to acquire properties? Money. And of course, you can always OPM other people's money. But when it comes to your own money and your own investments, you want to be able to have that to invest into those specific properties. Those properties can then pay you passively every single month. So in order for me to be able to invest more of my money into real estate, I need to make money. Something that I love is trucking. Something that I love is media, hence the reason I've done media. Well, now I'm at the point where I want to take a step back from media. I don't want to do media as much anymore. I want to take that next step, and that next step is, guess what? Trucking. Elsa, you just really want to be on camera. So, I say all that to say this. I have been diving into the world of trucking over the last week, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and I will continue to do so. I've already started the initial structure of starting the LLC and really starting this business from literally zero. So the actual business, guess what? If you're familiar with my past businesses, ZCompany Media, ZCompany Racing, ZCompany Trucking and Logistics. So the LLC has already been started, and I'm currently in the process of doing all the everything. And I say all the everything because there is so much that you need to be able to do in order to start trucking, hauling freight, between commercial insurance, getting a truck, between getting your MC number, between getting your DOT number, between getting a physical. There is a lot of stuff. And then on top of that, you just need the supplies outside of the truck to be able to run the business. So I've been constantly working on that. And at this very moment, I'm just actually working at, like I said, 4 in the morning on finalizing the business plan and the business structure. So I come on here today to tell you guys that that is one of the next chapters in my life. So I will be focusing almost all of my time on this trucking business, and as well as real estate. The trucking money that comes in will be feeding into real estate. And of course, both of those combined are general income. That income is passive. That passive income creates multiple sources of being able to do things outside of the regular everyday businesses. I'm a firm believer in multiple sources of income, hence the reason I do all that I do, between media, between now trucking, between real estate, between racing. The more income you have, obviously, the more sources of income you have, obviously, the more money you'll make. And for me, the biggest thing is creating that passive income month after month. And that is exactly what I'm developing with real estate. And that is exactly what I'm developing with this trucking business. The whole reason I started media was to do something that I loved, and I absolutely enjoyed every moment of it. I'm not done by any means, at least creating content on social media, creating content on YouTube, but I am done for now with getting clients and going out and doing the actual client work that I've been doing over the years. So with that being said, I just wanted to come on here. This is a very raw, unfiltered video. This was not meant to be a top of the line, A quality work. This is just me talking to you in a transparent and open and raw format. So I really hope you guys are really understanding that whatever it is that you do want to do in your life, whatever that thing is, I promise you, you can do it. I promise you. You just have to have the belief in yourself. You have to know that there's going to be obstacles. And if you're jumping over those obstacles and you're charging through those walls, no matter what it is, you will be able to do it. I recently heard someone tell me, they said, but it's not possible. It's not possible to do whatever you want to do because there's always existential circumstances. That's true. There are always existential circumstances. But just because there's something in front of you doesn't mean you can't break through them. So don't ever let that deter you from doing what it is you want to do. Because life is short. You're not promised tomorrow. Today might be the last day on your earth. This might be the last YouTube video that I ever make because God forbid something happens. I don't know. So while I'm on this earth, I'm going to live my life to the fullest. I'm going to treat people with respect. I'm going to work my ass off, and I'm going to create a great life for not only myself and my wife and my family and my friends and everybody involved in my circle, but also for you guys out there to maybe help you guys get the inspiration and the motivation to do what it is that you need to do. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I'm going to get back to working on this business plan. I will keep you guys updated. I'm going to continuously be making videos and updates on where I'm at, how I'm doing this, and you guys are going to be coming along with me. As well as, of course, we're still going to be doing Rise Daily. I do apologize for the lack of daily. It's very, very difficult to do daily uploads. I'm trying to do my best to be able to do that. I know I missed a couple of days here and there, but we're still getting them out. It's just something that, I've got to be able to prioritize in my life. And right now, this trucking business is the #1 thing. So if you guys are looking forward to more content on this or Rise Daily, anything motivational, inspirational, tech, lifestyle, business, entrepreneurship, click that subscribe button, that follow button. It's going to be right here. Click it because it helps me. It's also going to help you. And if you guys like the video, click the like button. And of course, you guys know the last of it. You create your own story.